All right, everybody. We should be live on all of our platforms. Happy Saturday. It was a little bit rainy to get the day started. In fact, it was kind of a cats and dogs day here in Portland. But a little bit of a sun break now, just in time for everyone to be inside doing their kettlebell workout. So, kind of usual format for today. We'll get a quick little joint mobility to get loose and get started, and then Mira and I will take you guys through the workout. Do you want to do warm up?
Sure.
Mira will lead the warm up.
Okay, let's go ahead and start with our neck. So look on up at the ceiling, stay nice and tall, look down to the ground, look on up to the ceiling again, look down to the ground, look on up to the ceiling again, look down at the ground. Go ahead and look straight ahead and then move your chin to your right shoulder. And then over to your left shoulder. Right shoulder again. Left shoulder again. Right shoulder. Left shoulder. Go ahead and look straight ahead again. And go ahead and lift your chin so that your right side is lifting towards the ceiling. And then go to the other side, left side. And back to the right. Back to the left. Back to the right. To the left. Good. Go ahead and interlock your fingers, forearms together. Go ahead and give me 5 wrist circles one way. And then 5 wrist circles the other way. Good. Go ahead and put your palms facing each other, and then go ahead and extend one wrist over to the left. And then over to the right. Back over to the left again. Back over to the right. Left. And right. Good. Go ahead and let's do some elbow circles, so arms out to the side. And then go ahead and give me 3 elbow circles towards your face. Back out to the side. Good, and then go ahead and reverse that motion. From here, let's go palms up, and we're going to do our Egyptians, corkscrewing from the shoulders to the left, and then to the right. Left again. To the right. Left again. To the right. Let's go ahead and do some hip circles. We'll go 5 times to the right, slowly making those hip circles a little bigger and bigger. And then switch directions to the left. Good. Go ahead and put the knees together. And we're going to do some knee circles to the right. And to the left. Good. Go ahead and grab your toes, pull yourself down into a squat. From here, put your palms together, elbows on the insides of your knees, and then go ahead and pry. Keep your spine nice and long. And kind of rock back and forth and create some space. Good. And then we're going to go quadruped. So hands and knees. Forearm on the ground, left hand side. Right hand behind lower back. And then go ahead and reach on up. Try to get your right shoulder to point towards the ceiling. Back to neutral. Right shoulder points to the ceiling. Back to neutral. It's important to make sure your butt stays connected to your heels. Right shoulder up, point to the ceiling. Back down, 2 more times. Point to the ceiling. back down, one more time, point to the ceiling, back down, switch sides, right hand on the ground, left hand behind the back, and points to the ceiling, back down. We're going to do that 5 times, points to the ceiling, back to neutral, again to the ceiling, back down, again to the ceiling. Good, one more time, and back down. Good. From here, let's go ahead and stay in quadruped, and we're going to do those shoulder circles. So just try to make big shoulders, keeping your arms locked. You'll feel this a little bit in your wrists as well. Once you've done about 4 of those, go ahead and switch directions to the other side. Good. And then we're going to sit nice and tall in a figure 4 position. And then you're going to come on back and switch sides. Just try to get nice and tall every single time. Switch sides. Go ahead and switch sides. Back to the other side, switch sides. And one more time. Good. I think we're good.
All right, guys. So we'll get into the main workout for the session today. And before we do, we'll cover a little bit of some technique, at least on one of the first exercises, because it's one that we've only done a few times in these classes. It's not terribly complicated, but we don't want to take for granted that you guys are all familiar with it. So we'll break it down a little bit. And that's going to be a kettlebell floor press. So we'll do these with just the one kettlebell. And that's typically how these are done. The floor press can be done either with your legs flat or from like a glute bridge type of position. And they're both good. Today we're going to go ahead and do them from a straight-legged, flat-legged position. Okay? And then the big detail that we want to make sure we include before we get into actually doing them is the angle. I'll try to square up to the cameras here. The angle of the pressing arm relative to your body. What we want to do is think about these a lot like the arm angle we would have for push-ups. Okay, so for push-ups, typically we really are wanting to avoid this sort of 90-degree angle here. We don't want that on the floor press either. The sort of sweet spot would be somewhere between, call it like 45 down to about 30 degrees. That somewhere in there is sort of our sweet spot. Also acceptable is right up against the body. However, not everybody's shoulders are going to like that actually. And so proceed with caution there. But from this sort of 30 up to about 45 degrees, that's sort of going to be our sweet spot. But definitely make sure we're not in this 90-degree neighborhood. There's almost no exercises that we do there. We don't floor press there. We don't do push-ups there. We don't do bench press there. So since we can't have our eyes on you in real time, make sure that you're watching that for yourself as we get going. And the way that we get into position for it is exactly like a Turkish get-up. So if you're following along with these, I'm sure you already have some familiarity with that. You're going to use 2 hands to roll to your side, press it up with both hands, and then use 2 hands to return it back down to the ground afterwards. Okay? So without further ado, maybe I'll go first today, and you guys can go at the same time as Mira. And as we get started with them, I'll be probably doing sets of 10 at a time. You just use your judgment based on what kettlebell or kettlebells you have. Typically something for 5 to 10 reps will be sort of the sweet spot here. And if you have a weight you can do 10 of, go ahead and just follow along with 10. So I'll start with 10 reps on the left side, and then Mira will do 10 left, and you match with her. Okay. All right, let's get started. So starting just like church get up, roll flat, legs are out nice and wide for balance.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
2 hands to the stomach, and then off to the side. All right, you and Mira are up together, 10 on the left. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, I'll do righty, and then you and Mira go together.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you feel like that when you do these, you have to drive in a little bit more with that same leg that you're pressing with, you are correct. You'll want to kind of drive your heel into the ground as much as possible.
All right, you guys are up on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shoulder. Yeah. All right. So next, before we go back and do more of those, we're going to have some front squats. All right? So what will happen is I'll do 5 squats with a kettlebell left-sided rack. Then you'll match when Mira goes, and then we'll do right-sided rack position after that. And as usual, try to have a little bit of a pause at the bottom of your squats here. And even though it's only a single-sided rack position, do your best to stay as symmetrical as possible and avoid any twisting or turning with it. All right, so 1 clean and 5 squats.
1, 2, and again, these, like these with any squats, you want to make sure to get your hip crease below parallel.
Okay, 5-2 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, let's go right hand side.
One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, everybody, let's go.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so now we'll take it back to the floor presses, and we're going to start that series again. Floor presses first, and then the squats, and then again you can do between 5 to 10 on the floor presses. Just use your judgment here.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
All right, your turn for lefty, somewhere between 5 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I'll give everybody a second in case folks are going up to 10 there, and then we'll match it on the right. Change my angle a little for this one. Everyone should be done with 10 if you were going that high now.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
All right, here you go, Mira. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. All right, we'll give everyone who's doing their 10s a few seconds to finish those, and back to squats. All right, that should be pretty good. As we go into the squats, one other thing to remind that when you're in class in person, we always throw this reminder out, and so I want to make sure we do it in this virtual format as well, is the position of your upper arm. Try to keep to a minimum any forward movement or any sideways movement. A little bit of both of those might happen, and we're not going to split hairs over it, but we generally want to keep your arm pretty close to your ribs when we do it. Okay? So try to keep that hugged in as tight as you can. Okay? Go 5 reps on the left side.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, your turn. 5 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so now I'm up 5 on the right, and then you'll match with Mira.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, you're up 5 on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sweet. All right, we're going to hit one more time through the series. So the presses and the squats, and then we're going to move on to a couple other lifts here. Last time on the presses. Back up just a little, get the camera a little more.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, everybody, let's go. 5 to 10.
All right, here we go. Lefty. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. All right. Righty. Last set of these presses for the day.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, here we go. 5 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice work, guys. All right, we'll hit these squats. And then after the squats, we'll do a short break. Okay, 5 on the left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, your turn. 5 left.
Go.
One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 5 on the right.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
All right, your turn. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, guys, let's take a breather for a minute. If you need a sip of water or whatever, go ahead and make that happen. And then we're going to come back with a couple other exercises in a similar format here.
How's everybody doing today? Hi, Alexis. Hi, Mikey.
Mike, are you actually doing the workout today?
Hi, Devin. Hi, Jim.
Yeah, yesterday Mike signed in and then didn't actually do the workout at all. He was trying to get credit for signing in for it.
Hey, Jules. Charlie's here. Yay. Hey, Josh. Beast mode.
One more minute and then we'll switch gears. A couple other exercises here. Alexis, are you asking about yesterday, if it was snatches?
Yesterday was snatches.
Well, I'm waiting to see what Alexis says. Mike, it wasn't all snatches yesterday. You wouldn't even know because all you did was sign in and then leave. We did snatches and jump squats yesterday. And it should be up on the playlist if anybody wants to go back and do that at a later date. Did some higher rep work actually yesterday. So that's up above 10 for most of them actually. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started with the next series. We'll go and do the same format as well. So I'll go first, and then you guys will go at the same time that Mira goes. And then the first exercise we're going to do, again, we've done it a few times in these virtual classes, but it's not one I expect that a lot of you are super familiar with. So we'll try to go over a quick recap, quick coaching point on it. So we call this a lawnmower row. So I'm going to stagger my feet one foot quite a bit out in front of the other. And then my elbow is going to brace on my front leg. So in a position like this. Now I'm trying to get, I'll turn sideways to the camera so you guys can see. I'm trying to get in a position where I have a straight line from my heel to my knee to my hip to my shoulder. If I am too shallow, then I'm hunched over like this. So you need to be pretty far front to back in order to keep that straight line and to keep a neutral spine. So we don't want to have to curl your back over to get that elbow onto knee connection. And then we're going to do our rows with our free hand from right there. And try to row at a speed where you have control of the bell the whole time. You don't want the bell swinging around and knocking you off balance or anything like that. So I'll do 10 on my left, and then you'll go when Mira goes for her 10 on her left. All right. So get set up. For me, I start with the kettlebell kind of in line with my heel. And then other than this very first rep, the kettlebell is not going to touch the ground between the reps here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, 10 on your left while Mira goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, I'll do right side here. Same deal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, you guys have right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So then in between the sets of the rows, we're going to do some of our kettlebell drag through with shoulder taps. So I'm going to drag the kettlebell from one side to the other, tap my shoulder, tap my other shoulder. That'll be 1 rep. And then I start the drag the other way. So I'll try to square up to the camera here. And we're going to do 10 reps. So pretty square on. And then the kettlebell is in line with about right here on me, not up by my collarbone. So kind of below the graphic on my shirt. Feet are nice and wide. So it'll go drag, tap, tap. That's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, you guys go while Mira goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, drag, tap, tap, and 10. Sweet. All right, so we're going to repeat that probably 2 more times through. So I'll get started with the lawnmowers again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, everybody.
All right, 10 on the left to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's go righty here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, 10 on the right to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's hit those drag throughs with the shoulder taps again. Same 10 reps. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Whew, close that up. All right, you can go while Mira goes here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, one more round through that, starting with the lawnmowers, same 10 reps on both exercises.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, 10 on the left to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, 10 on the right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, 10 on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, last set of these drag throughs with the shoulder taps. Feet nice and wide, glutes tight.
Main goal here is to make sure that your hips don't move from side to side. I should be able to balance like a beer or something like that on your lower back and not have it spill. Cider, you know.
I was gonna say, Mira doesn't drink here.
Flavored seltzer water. That's my new go-to these days. Some like mineral water with some bitters.
All right, got my 10. Your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys, breather for a minute, and then we're going to switch it up one more time for one more thing before we wrap up and call it a day. It's like our YouTube chat's blowing up here. Mike's looking forward to Sunday Fun Day tomorrow.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Lindsay.
Alexis likes all the ab work. Mike texted me this morning pictures of the swimming pool renovations and pool house renovations. So once we can get back to pool party time this August, it's on. Pool is going to be ready over at Officer Mike's.
And I'm sure there's enough chlorine in the water that you don't have to worry about corona in the water. Oh. You could talk. It's not even Lindsay. It's actually Drew.
Oh, incognito. Drew, how are we doing, man?
Does Lindsay know?
I was going to say, Lindsay's back must be doing pretty good if she's jumping in the workout today. No? Is she just peanut gallery for you? I could see her doing that too.
Nice to see you, Andrew.
You know,
Getting pretty scruffy.
if she's not doing anything, what she should do is drive up to Vancouver and go spy on Officer Mike and actually make sure he's doing the workout, because we have reason to believe that he signs into these things and just doesn't do anything. He just sits and hangs out.
Maybe.
So, Lindsay can be a nice, safe distance away, good physical distancing, maybe put on like a face shield or something, and just make sure Officer Mike gets the work done.
I think Lindsay has better things to do with her time.
I mean, does she really though? I mean, that's a pretty important thing to do, Yeah. That's right. Yeah, Mike will be doing some body pump before you know it. All right, guys. So what we're going to finish up with are some two-handed swings. If you've been following the majority of the classes, you know that, like, for example, yesterday we did a lot of snatches, and we also know most of you are just doing all this with one kettlebell. And so today we're going to be doing two-handed swings. And if, again, you're working with just one kettlebell, odds are that the weight you have is not that hard for two-handed swings, and that sort of is by design. We tried to factor that in with our programs. And so if you're one of the lucky people that you've got more than one weight at home, don't go get like the beast, the 48 kilo for this just because you happen to have it. You can pick a different bell if you want, but this is not meant to be a super heavy, hard swing session. Although it will be fairly quick on the turnarounds, the rest break will be medium, like a little bit less than normal, but a little bit more than our fastest paced ones. So Mira's going to grab a weight that's about her snatch chest weight, and something around snatch chest weight would actually be pretty good, I think, for this one for most of you guys. And then what we're going to be doing are just sets of 10, and we'll work off of a timer, but the timer will work, it'll be 45-second long round, and so it'll be just about I go, you go. I'll hit my 10, Mira will hit her 10, of course you go at the same time as her. Hey, there she is. And then there might be a few seconds left before I go again, but again, we're going to run a 45-second clock for these ones, okay? So let me go get the timer set up, and then we'll get started here in just a second. All right, sets of 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's go together. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So yeah, it'll be about 10 seconds. We'll tell you, if anybody followed along yesterday and did about 120 snatches and 60 jump squats, my butt is feeling it today. I found that out right away here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 2 down, 8 to go. Doing 10 sets total.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, everybody, let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Whew.
Three seconds.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, your turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, Alexis, one more, and then we'll be halfway.
She does not find that funny.
I find it funny.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 5 down, 5 to go.
I was all happy there was no cardio in this workout. Now I'm not so happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, everybody, let's go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Woo. Four more.
5 seconds.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, everybody, let's go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Woo.
Home stretch, 3 more.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, everybody, come on.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Almost there.
Woo.
2 more sets. Second to last one.
Oh, like a Slurpee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There's a 7-Eleven open
Come on,
by the
everybody.
gym now.
Oh, yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Totally going there. I want to see if they have cherry and Coke together.
Oh my goodness. I like the cherry Slurpees back when I was a kid. I never liked the Coke.
I like a Coke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, everybody.
All right, good finish. Let's
do
go.
our best set. Come on.
Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and
Woo!
all right, guys. Good work. That is going to be it for today.
Hey, guys.
Thank goodness. Mira wants a Slurpee now.
Yeah.
That is not an official industrial strength brand endorsement as a post-workout beverage, though.
Yes, it is. Who doesn't think a nice cold Slurpee would go really well right now? With that straw that's also a spoon.
Mira might have been sneaking in more Slurpees than I realized. So,
It's my treat as a kid.
all right. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in. I know that even though there's not as many options of things to do on Saturdays as usual, it's still sort of the weekend and mindset for people, and they just sort of tune out. So I really appreciate everybody jumping in. I think we actually had more people today than some of our weekday classes, so that's cool to see. Mostly tuning in to see Mira, I'm sure. So we just filmed right before this a new virtual jiu-jitsu fundamentals. So if any of you are interested in getting your hands on a little bit of virtual jiu-jitsu, that's up on the website. Sometimes it takes until the next day to process if you didn't catch it live, but that'll be up tomorrow morning. We've got another jiu-jitsu one live at 2 o'clock tomorrow, again, right before our Officer Mike Sunday Fun Day, Easy Day Kettlebell. And then what else we got going on? Best gym in Portland voting.
Nominations.
We would love your nominations. Please include the word gym in your nomination when you write it in. And then if any of you are interested in getting any technique tune-ups from our coaches, hit me up and I'll set you up with a session with either Adam or with Casey to do a little like 15 or 20 minute on FaceTime or Skype or something like that to try to dial in and make sure everything's looking sharp with one of your movements. Could be snatch, could be get up, whatever. Just let us know ahead of time, and then we'll get that scheduled.
Included.
Yeah. It's a big thank you to our members for supporting us through all this. It's the least we can do for you guys.
Additional.
So yeah, no cost for you. It's just our way of saying thank you for your support throughout all of this.
Take advantage of it.
And then lastly, I've been thinking with a little bit of the extra time available right now, some other things we can do to get good information out there and kind of give back. And I've been thinking about doing a podcast or some sort of audio only sort of thing. And so if you have topics that you might be interested in hearing me blab about, then shoot me any requests that you have. I'm going to look into logistics of getting this going over the weekend and then hopefully get something started here pretty soon. I've already got a few recommendations from some of our members. And so if you have anything else, throw them my way. And again, this will be pretty much like an audio only format. So this won't be a good thing to dive into visuals of like technique tutorials or whatever, but any other stuff, just fire away and let me know. Anything else? All right, guys, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. It looks like it cleared up and it's sunny here. All right, strong on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Strong.
Thanks, guys.
Nice job, you guys.
Hey, there we go.
Yay!
How's your sister Heather? All happy, healthy, good? Hopefully. Oh, okay. Well, congrats, Lauren.
Aww. Little baby. All right, have a good day, you guys.